Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine. I'm Catherine, and it's time for sketch number 4 for this August 2023 Creative Memories virtual crop. I am working with Golden Harvest again. Once I got on a roll with this collection, I just wanted to keep going. So, August is the all golden harvest month. I don't think I've done that yet. You can look back in my live tab on YouTube to see if I have. You can let me know. Leave me a comment. And I will do What is Zoo 2 next month for the person who voted for What is Zoo 2. Next month is going to be our worldwide virtual crop. So we should have, actually, it's going to be a marathon for me because I think we're going to have probably triple the amount of sketches to do. They usually do 12. I don't know. Creative Memories has been changing things up on us a lot lately. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. And either way, should be the virtual crop, and we'll see what happens. But I will make sure that at least one layout has What is Zoo 2 on it. And I will actually be able to demonstrate some other fun things as well next month. I usually try to show our custom pages and our 8x8s and a whole lot of other things. But for now, let me get into this sketch interpretation. And please subscribe so that way you can come back to my channel the Monday before the crop. Or, I'll have some other videos in between. But if you're really interested in my virtual crop stuff, come the Monday before to my community tab so you can vote for which collections you'd like to see me use. And thank you so much to my people who have already subscribed. Let me switch over my camera so we can do a table view and get into the sketch. Here we go. All right. Just takes a few clicks, but I am liking my new setup. Roll my chair over and I am ready to go here. So this is our fourth and final sketch for this month. This one has a lot more on it because I changed up a lot more. And, what can I say? I've always been a beat of my own drummer kind of person. So I hope I'm giving you all some ideas of things you can do with your scraps this month. And, hope you're enjoying watching. All right. So I picked this Golden Harlequin print for my page bases this time. When you see a paper like this, sometimes it can be a little intimidating and you cannot be, it's sometimes hard to figure out what to do with it. The backside is a beautiful mint with white polka dots, and that would be a really pretty page as well, but we are going to go for it, and we are going to work on the busier print side. Again, I love giving you all ideas. And so the other pages I picked to work with are this one, the plaid that you just saw on our last layout number 3. Again, this was just a scrap I had. So I've cut this one down. So I had 8 inches. And I'm sorry, no, I had 8 inches this way. Okay. This one is 8 inches by 4 3/4. Okay, math may not be my strongest suit, but I can tell you when I'm putting it down on the page if I'm a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch away from the edge. So 8 inches by 4 3/4. And then this other side is going to have, let me stick this over here. This one is also 8 inches by 7 1/4. With the plaid on the back. So this is the one that's going to run kind of through the page. In our sketch, they have what they're not, I don't know, they had a 9x9 and a 5x9, but use what you have. I mean, this is, like I said, I'm working with some scraps. I want to show you can make a beautiful layout just using what you have. And that is what I'm going to do. So I also picked, simply because I had it and it really fit this layout, this This one has the, oops, okay, let me get away so my camera can focus, the white with the pine needles on the back, but we're going to use the green side. I just thought it really popped. And this, again, this white with the light green leaves with the red on the backside. How did I have so many 4x4s of these? I don't know. But I'm so happy that I was able to use up so many this weekend. I can't even tell you how happy I am to use up these things because I don't know if I took a class last fall and I cut something wrong or what. It happens. It happens to all of us. And, let's use them. Let's get some ideas on how we can use a piece that we already have in a layout and still make it beautiful. I am going to kind of center this a bit. Okay. Oops. Nope. Okay. Here we go. Let me get this lined up with the edge here. Get this one lined up with the edge. What is going on? All right. Work with me, paper. There we go. Got it. Okay. Now the other side I want to match up. So I'm going to line up my sheets. And I'm going to line this one up. You can see where I cut it. Trying to match up the pattern a bit as well. But yes, this was one sheet. Here we go. That's going to flow through both of our pages. Okay, let me get myself on the camera a little bit better for you all. There we go. Okay. So what do you think? Left side first? Why not? Because my right side is going to be I'll say a little more complicated this time, but a little more complicated this time. I did some more magic mats out of this paper. And so if you remember on the last one, I said we were going to have a 1.5 inch by 12 inch strip left over. And that's what this is. And this is going to run through this left side here of our page. And I'm actually going to layer. I need to just kind of check my spacing here a minute. Because you're going to see this is going to go here, that's going to go there, and these are going here, kind of behind. I mean, I know it's a smaller mat, but I'm kind of still putting it behind a little bit, bringing it down to kind of the very first point of the Harlequin, and then this was the center of my magic mat. So I actually want to bring this over just a hair bit more. And then I'll get my mat on. Okay, so that's the 1.5 inch by 12 inch from cutting my magic mats out of this white with the light green leaf on it. And this one was my 4x6 mat. And this is going to go over here. Not exactly against. Again, I'm going kind of to where the points are in the Harlequin print. But I am kind of centering it a bit. But I'm not sticking down this other side until I get the rest of these guys down, my 4x4s. Because like I said, you knew Catherine had some 4x4s pre-cut somehow. It just is what it was this month. So I'm so happy to use all of these up. We're going to overlap this just a little bit, and I'm going to show you the sketch again to show you what they did and recommend, but I'm working with the papers. I wanted to get some extra pictures onto this page. Now I can stick down the other side of my thing here. And then when I go to put my pictures on, you can lift this up, or you can actually just layer your photo here on top. That's going to cover this a little bit here, or you can put it under. However, just make sure when you're cropping your photo, you kind of have something that's not super interesting in those photos in that corner. And then you'll have the one here. This I'm using as decoration, honestly, and I might wind up using it for a little journaling or a little bit of a extra title on the page. It just fit. Again, sometimes the scraps speak to you and they're telling you, hey, put me on this page because I go really well right here. Or at least that's what they're telling me. I don't know. I don't know if your scraps talk to you. Well, my scraps don't necessarily talk to me, but I just see it, and sometimes it just comes to me and pops into my head. All right, so that's most of the left side, at least with our mats. Oh, that one's crooked. Let me straighten it out just a little bit. See, this is where the multi-purpose tool helps. Just putting your finger under there will crinkle your paper, and you don't want that. Just need to straighten this out just a hair. There we go. Okay, quit moving around, paper. My fingernails there, so it actually stays straight this time. There we go. Okay, so that's the left side of our page, and it's not quite done. It's just I've placed the mats, and now let's get on to this right side of the page. Well, okay, so now if you remember the magic mats, remember I said you cut a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. You cut a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and you cut 1.5 inches off of one side, and then so of course you lose this 1.5 inches from this other side, so you cut 1.5 inches here, so it's 10.5 by 1.5 inches. So it's 1.5 inches by 10.5. I'm sorry, it's because you're cutting here. So anyways, hopefully you'll get what I mean. This is the scrap. It was kind of a long-winded way of saying that, wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe I have been live streaming a little bit too much this morning. So that's going to kind of go centered on this side of the page. I'm going to put this one over here because this is another 4x6, and I kind of want it to the points again. And then I have my other 3 4.25 by 6.25 mats because I wanted to get extra photos onto this page than what they suggested. And I've never really done this before, but we are going to do a pop-up photo. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this one on foam squares, so that way I can get my 3 4x6 photos, just pop them on here and here and here, and then another just, it's going to be, because this is a 4x6 mat, so you'll do 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 to give that little bit of layer around the outside. But this is what I wanted to do. Again, I don't think I've ever done this before, but I don't know, this layout just, I don't know, it just seemed to work. Hopefully y'all think so too. Something different. What else is new for me? There's definitely, when they say there's no rules in scrapbooking, I think they're talking to me, because I just like to do what seems to work with the flows with the sketch. It flows with the colors and the pages, and it just, I don't know, it just always seems to come together somehow. Okay, let's not put this down crooked. Hang on, I'm going to work with these points again a little bit here. Move this up. Okay, I want that right almost there, and then this one is going to go over one set of points, kind of centered with this as well. So that's going this way. Okay, so again, it kind of almost makes it look like that ribbon running through the middle of the piece again, but we're also going to decorate that a little bit. Let me scoot this over, flip these over, get some tape runner going. Make sure my wheel is up. And here we go. So I'm kind of going, just leaving a little bit of the diamond in the bottom part of this page down here. And again, up here, I'll do the same thing. The brown, the darker brown. What am I? 2 over. Here we go. So there's those two. Right about the same point. Oh, why did I do that? Because I'm going to put foam squares. I don't know. Because I'm not used to doing foam squares on a thing here. So just ignore the extra tape. It's okay. So there's this. And we're going to use some of these nice new larger foam squares. Or you can also grab out your foam tape and use that as well. And cut a couple of strips. That should work. All right, let's get these papers off of here and get this stuck down. Oops, missed one. And now this is going to line up just kind of in the middle here. And there we go. Look at that. Woo, I love it. Pretty, 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 pretty. And we're going to be able to get 3 regular size photos on that side of the page. Now, if you've been watching any of my live streams from this morning, you know I've been trying to figure out what to do with this. And hey, look at this. It works. I cut the piece in half. So I have 3 diamonds at the top and 3 diamonds at the bottom. And it works on this page. Maybe that's why I knew I needed to do one more with Golden Harvest. But this, I am just going to use my regular tape runner and put this down flat on the page because I don't know, the picture already on this one looks a little bit dimensional, so I don't think we need the pop-up on these. We don't need the foam squares. And let's see here. Just kind of centering it a bit. Let's see. All right, where did I put that one with this? And with this. Okay. Just so that way they're kind of, I followed the diamond pattern, the Harlequin pattern on the page to figure out where to put that. All right. So now we are going to add, okay, I did have 2 sets of stickers. So we used the About Fall on one of our other layouts today, but it's going on this one too because I had a second one of it and it just works. It works right in that 1.5 inch space there. I have one more of these little flowers that's going to get popped up and put at the corner as well because it pulls in a little bit of the orange diamond from the middle of our piece here. Come here, foam square. And there's that. All right. And I also have 2 sunflowers. We're going to put the larger sunflower at the top here and the smaller one at the bottom. And I think I'm actually going to pop those up too. Whoops, oh no. Don't stick, don't stick. Don't stick. Okay. Whew. I'll just light enough that thankfully it didn't stick. Okay. And we can actually cut one to fit down here too, but I'm not going to take the time to do that right now while chatting with you all. So just so you know, if you want to, you can cut a foam square down and put it so the stem stays popped as well. Oh, there's a little pop out piece in here too. Hang on, multi-purpose tool is going to pop that out for me because it's so small. There we go. Put out that little extra from between the flower and the leaf there. That one's going right there. This is going in the trash. And now, oh, this one has a pop out too. Okay, let's see if I can get this off when I'm actually taking it off of the sheet this time. Yep, so I push down and you can see there's just that little corner piece in here again between the flower and the leaf. All right, more foam squares. All right, here we go. So that's going up there, bringing in some of that yellow from our background page. And we are done. If you want to journal here, you can journal there. Or you can use one of your 4x4s for your journaling piece as well. But I just love that we got some extra photos on this layout, or we will put some extra photos on this layout. Here is the left side. And here is our right side. There you go. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Thank you for watching the replay. I hope you all enjoyed all of these layouts showing how to work with your Golden Harvest collection. Until next time.